Number 2, my guy, Eric Hosmer. Are you kidding me? Another night, another grand slam for the San Diego Padres. What a call by the legendary, my guy, Don Orsillo on the Padres television network. Hosmer with the 5th inning grand slam, giving the Padres an MLB record 4th straight game with a grand slam. That's wild. 4 different Padres hit grand slams during the week. My guy, Fernando Tatis Jr., my guy, Will Myers, my guy, Manny Machado, and my guy, Eric Hosmer. Yeah, Tatis is loving every single second of this. And by the way, it goes noted, ever since his own manager and the Rangers manager and, some dinosaurs and old fuddy-duddies called out Fernando Tatis for swinging 3-0 and hitting a grand slam on Monday. Padres haven't lost a game. That's called good karma. By the way, they didn't like that he was swinging up 7. Anyone notice what happened in the Philadelphia-Toronto game? Where Philadelphia had a 7-0 lead and blew it? You always swing 3-0. My guy, Eric Hosmer. That was awesome. Rough few days for my guy Aaron Boone and my New York Yankees. I mean, it's one thing to get swept by the Tampa Rays. It's another to add to the already full injured list. You can't make this up if you try. Gleyber Torres, look at this. It's an innocuous ground ball, and he couldn't even make it to first base. I mean, this is alarming. Oh, hamstring injury, and this is kind of a huge deal because you look at the injured list for the Yankees and, we're talking about DJ LeMahieu. We're talking about Aaron Judge. We're talking about Giancarlo Stanton. We're talking about Torres with the hamstring. Those are the 4 best position players on the team. LeMahieu, Judge, Stanton, and Torres. Zach Britton clearly didn't have it last time he pitched. And clearly, James Paxton's not right as well. I mean, the Yankees have great depth, great roster, but with all those guys injured in some way, shape, or form, they can't function. And the problem is, as we sit here and speak at 6 o'clock Eastern time on a Friday night, the New York Yankees are a second-place team. The Tampa Rays can easily win the division. I say this as a diehard Yankees fan. No team scares me more than the Tampa Rays. A, because the Yankees are hurt. B, because the Rays have a ton of confidence every time they play the Yankees. C, because the Rays are just really good. The lineup is solid. They play excellent defense. They're amazing in the clutch. They never say die. They were trailing the Yankees yesterday, and they didn't roll over and play dead. They went for the sweep and beat Adam Ottavino in the bullpen. I mean, look at the Yankees' record this season against everyone else versus Tampa Bay. The Yankees have issues against the Rays, and if the Yankees don't get healthy, Tampa's going to win the division. And if you're a Yankees fan, a diehard like me, that's not good. Look, obviously I'm not ruling anything out when it comes to the New York Yankees because there's gobs of talent, but listen, if the Yankees can't get LeMahieu back, that's going to be a problem. Aaron Judge is expected off the injured list next week. Hopefully he stays healthy. Injuries have been an issue for Aaron Judge throughout his entire career. You can't bank on Giancarlo Stanton, so there's a very realistic chance that the New York Yankees could end up being a second-place team. The Yankees are not going to play this weekend, scheduled against the Mets, and that series is postponed because of a COVID-19 positive test, a couple of them with the Mets organization. Look at the Yankees lineup 2 weeks ago today versus yesterday's lineup. Just stare at that. I mean, the Yankees can't win with that lineup they had yesterday. as opposed to the August 7th lineup when you say you got someone like Mike Tauchman hitting ninth as opposed to third yesterday, and the Yankees have the most depth when you look at the American League. That depth has been tested. Under no circumstance am I going to sit here and say season's over. But when we're talking about Torres being hurt, and we're talking about Judge and the machine DJ LeMahieu and Stanton and Britton and Paxton, when it pours, it pours. Forget about rains, it pours. When it pours, it pours. And the New York Yankees have some legitimate problems, including the Tampa Rays.